Otters. All right, Kristen, all yours.
All right, thank you so much for the introduction, Mary. Folks, we've got 3 trainers on exhibit with our 3 sea otters. Let me introduce you to the otters. Of course, swimming up by the window right now is Joy. Oh, no, wait, actually, that would be Rosa. And Rosa is munching on what looks like a big ice cube, and that's an ice cube that has vitamins in it. So anyone out there take your vitamins every day? Okay, few people. We have vitamins for our sea otters as well. Although she's taking her vitamins not in a chewable vitamin pill or a swallowable multivitamin, she has her vitamins mixed up in a clam ice cube. So it's like a clam popsicle full of vitamins. Pretty tasty. Now, our other 2 otters are Joy, who is working on her vitamin ice cube a little bit over to your right, up by the window there, and Tula, who is close to the rocks with our trainers. Tula's just been asked to come to the middle here, and Tula, I'd say, is the easiest to recognize on exhibit because she has 2 blue flipper tags. Those are little blue tags on her feet, kind of like earrings for her feet. Now, Tula's being asked to come out of the water here, so you'll get a great chance not only to look at all of her, but at her little feet flipping behind her. Those flipper tags are the tags we use to track and study sea otters in the wild. They have a color and a number on each tag that helps us to identify individual animals. So now Tula's up here on the deck, which is a great way to see that sea otters are capable of getting out of the water. They just don't usually do that, especially not around humans. Sea otters aren't very fast on land, and they're vulnerable, so they want to stay away from things that could be scary or dangerous. And it turns out humans, well, we're pretty noisy, so they stay away from us. You might see an otter come out in some protected areas. We see that happen up towards Elkhorn Slough, which is a nice protected wetland area up there. Now, you're also going to notice that Joy is resting in this little blue thing over to your right. We practice something with our otters called stationing. The otter goes to a certain spot to work with the trainer. And so that blue thing lets Joy know when she's at her station. Now, Rosa right in the middle here was given a purple ball, which she has dropped, and that's okay. These sea otters, we give them a lot of different objects and toys to interact with, including that toy purple ball, which is now sinking to the bottom. These things give us a chance to let our sea otters manipulate objects. Otters are very clever. They can use their paws to feel around in the dim, dark kelp forest, pull animals off the rocks that they want to eat, and sea otters eat a lot of animals that live on rocks. Sea otters don't actually eat fish. They don't eat fish at all. If you look underwater and see that big school of fish that lives in this exhibit, they're quite safe. Sea otters eat a lot of animals like shellfish, so clams and mussels, which definitely lives on rocks, as well as other invertebrates of any animal without a backbone. So they could be munching on the crabs and the shrimp and the snails that you find climbing around on the kelp or walking on the rocks. They might even eat the squid and the octopus that could be hiding around the kelp and the rocks there. So our otters here are not eating any fish. They are eating some chopped up clam meat, some squid, and shrimp. The shrimp is their favorite. Now, like I said, we give them different toys to play with because they use their paws in the wild to pick up animals on rocks and to get the meat out of the shells. They're very clever and very dexterous. You'll notice, though, we're not giving them any shells. No shells, no. We're giving them just the clam meat. Well, we learned the hard way that when we give our sea otters a whole shelled animal, they're going to do what sea otters do best. They're going to crack it open to smash and break the shell and get at the meat inside, and they do that by hitting it against stuff. Well, these otters on exhibit would hit their shells against the exhibit, and not against the rocks. They'd hit it against fragile stuff like the windows and break the windows with their shells, so we don't give them shells. Instead, we give them toys and ice cubes and other hard objects that they can smash all they want without breaking anything. Now, we can see we're still working with Joy over here. She's munching on a nice piece of clam. Rosa is diving around in what we call our spot. So she's diving out underwater. You'll see her come through a little underwater tunnel and just pop up to the surface very quick there. Now, when we ask our otters to do something, you'll notice we ask them to do something, and they get a tasty piece of food in return. This is how we train our otters. It's what we call positive reinforcement. We ask the otter to do something, and then they get something nice in return. With our sea otters, it's usually food. Otters love food. They need to eat a lot. A California sea otter, an adult sea otter, can eat a quarter of their body weight worth of food every single day. So think of your body weight. Now think of that number in peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. If you were an otter, you would have to eat that much food. So I have to have like over 130 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches today if I were a sea otter. So we don't eat that much. Sea otters need to eat all that because they're burning calories to stay warm. Now, our otters, of course, since they need to eat so much, they're very interested in all the food we have here. But part of the reason that we're not just giving them a big pile of food to eat out of a dish is that they are clever, intelligent animals. And we want to make sure they stay mentally and physically stimulated. So we ask the otters to do things, so they have to work for their food. But, of course, we're going to make sure they get plenty to eat. We want to make sure that they're healthy and happy. But even just asking them to do simple things, like remain at a station and not get distracted, or move around and follow the trainer, or dive underwater and go through those tunnels, those simple things like going to the window and back, they never know what's going to happen next. So they have to